Mystery Mike. Thank you all for tuning in. What a gorgeous day once again in Central Maryland. It's a beautiful fall day out. What I'm going to talk about today is an elk antler. Since it's in the hunting season now, I'd like to talk about it. By the way, I never went on an elk trip, so if anybody's got any elk stories of where they went on a hunting trip, please tell me. I'll be glad to hear them. Alrighty, I got this elk antler, and I'll show you it all here. So it's a small elk antler. And on the bottom, I got WY for Wyoming, and I should have put the year on it, and I didn't, but I know the year was 83. It's amazing. I mean, as hard as this is, it's so hard, it's amazing. And the neat thing too is, like, this is just a little antler, and it's got a lot of weight to it. So you can imagine one 2 and 3 times bigger than this, and then one on each side of the elk's head, how heavy that is for him to carry. That is really neat. But once again, I got it out in Wyoming, and we were heading up to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and on the way up there was a trading post, so we stopped on in there, and it was really neat. And it was this guy and his son that ran the place, and as soon as we got there, his son, young boy, he seemed like he was only about 12 years old, and he ran on over there to the cash register, and he was talking to us. And then the father came on over, and he was talking to us as well. And I felt so sorry for the boy, because as he was talking to us, the cashier drawer must have been open, and he accidentally knocked it over, and the money went all over the floor, and the father kind of yelled at him pretty good for it. And I felt so sorry for the boy, instead of just saying, "Oh, it's alright, son, we'll get it later," he kind of embarrassed him, and I felt sorry for him. I just stuck in my head. But anyway, that's where I got this elk antler, is at that trading post, and I only paid $5 for it. And I believe they said it was just a shed that they found laying around their place there, because they were out in the middle of Wyoming, and elk running all around out there like whitetail are here. And the guy and his son were very nice, and telling us all these stories and so on, and about the elk that that they got the previous year before we came out there. And when we went out, we were out in July, so they were telling us the previous year of their elk hunt. And a couple things I want to show you here out there in Wyoming. Now, I don't know, but right below my finger there's a set of antlers. Now, this store here was a rock store, and that guy had all kind of rocks. And on his roof below my finger is a nice set of elk antlers. And the reason why I'm pointing those elk antlers out is because when we were in there buying different kind of rocks and stuff, and talking to the other guy that went out there with us asked us if he could buy those antlers, and he made him an offer of $60, which, heck, they're worth a whole lot more money now, and by far. And he sold it to him for $60. They were like 6 foot tall. You should have seen him trying to bring that on the airplane to get back home. But yeah, that rock shop was really a neat place. The guy in the rock shop told us a lot of neat stories. Some of them were quite long. Maybe one day I can tell you the stories that he told us, because they were really neat. And then when we finally got to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, look at all these antlers here. mess of antlers. And I've seen this on a couple different movies. They showed this. I'm trying to think one of the famous movies that was showed there. God, what was it? It was a famous movie, and one of the shots was of those that arch of antlers. If you can think of the movie that I'm thinking of, please tell me. Yeah, like I said, I've seen that in a couple movies, but one of the movies were really popular. Okay, and then we went to a museum in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I have other snapshots of different things, but I'll have to show you them at a different time too. But since I'm talking about elk, here's a whole elk mounted, and I'm not the best on taking pictures, so I snipped off the top of the antlers of all things, and you can see a cow in the back. But like I said, since we're getting into hunting season now, like as I like to talk about hunting, I'll tell you one of the stories from this guy here back at the rock shop. He told me some other ones, but I'll just tell you one of his stories. One of the stories he told me is that he was out. It might have been up in the Grand Tetons, I'm not sure. And he seen a big old grizzly bear. And he said he could easily tell it was a grizzly bear because of the big old hump on its back. And he said it was crossing, I don't know, I guess a river or a stream or a pond. I just remember him saying crossing something. And she had 2 cubs with her. And he said it was really funny and comical watching the 2 cubs crawl up on the mother's back and all over while she was crossing that waterway. He said that was really neat and exciting. And at the time we went out there, I remember that and I believe I mentioned this before in one of my other ASMRs, that the grizzly population was only, I think, like 88 left in the lower 48 states. Now I believe they're probably around 1,500. So they really came back. And I remember, I think the year before we went out to Wyoming, we heard of a story. Well, it was a story, but it was a true story, that up in the, I think it's Bob's Big Wilderness up in Montana, that a kid got dragged out of his tent in his sleeping bag by a grizzly and was actually killed, unfortunately. God rest his soul. And I think it was like a year later here, we're going out to Wyoming, and naturally what's on our mind is like, phew, it's like, good Lord. So when we went through the woods, we would make noises just to make sure if there was any grizzly bears around that we kind of scared them off. I mean, I would love to see one, but we don't want to scare them and them be right there and go after us. And I remember that we would like hang our food up. If there was any trees around, we would hang our food. Some areas where we camped, there weren't trees. It was like out in the prairie, but if there was any trees, we hang our food up and make sure it was away from us. Alrighty, I guess that takes care of the ASMR here on the Elk Antler. I'll just show you it again. Like I said, it's a small antler, but for $5, I figured where will I ever get a chance to get an elk antler again? So, that's pretty neat. And once again, any hunting stories, any fishing stories, and any elk stories on elk hunting, or maybe elk that you have seen or something, let me know. Because like I said, just as much as I enjoy telling you my stories, I enjoy hearing your stories. Alrighty, well, I guess I'll go ahead and close out my story here. Alrighty, everybody get out there and go hunting. Everybody go out there and do fishing. Hold that tip of that rod up and set that hook. And everybody be safe and have a lot of fun. And if you've never been out hunting before and you want to go hunting, get somebody that knows about hunting. Hopefully, it's a tradition and it's handed down. And a lot of times it's handed down through the family, but sometimes it's not. So if your father's not into it, or any relatives, maybe your friend is, but hopefully your dad isn't, and it's handed down. But there's a lot of nice hunting safety courses out there. Get out there and take that hunter safety course. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of enjoyment. And make sure you get out there and have a lot of fun hunting and be safe, and a lot of fun fishing and be safe. Well, good luck to you all. Just remember, be someone important. Be yourself.